Welcome back. You're still watching Market Fatafat on ET Now. I have with me my colleagues from the research desk, Soumya, as well as Pranay, joining in on the show, as far as the technical expert is concerned. Sumit Bagadia from Choice Broking is joining us as well. Let's talk about the first stock, or rather stocks that we're tracking. It's the entire aviation pack that's in focus. In fact, a Spice Jet is looking fairly upbeat. It's soared about 1.2%. Even Interglobe was looking fairly good in the early part of the session. It has, however, cooled off. A stock of even a Jet Airways, a company which doesn't even operate as an aviation company or an airline company at this juncture, even their stock saw a decent uptake as far as the data is concerned. The air passenger traffic of domestic airlines has increased at 11-month high pace and double-digit pace of 11.2% to 129.47 lakh in the month of November 2019 over last year's number of 116.45 lakh. The growth has moved in to double digits after a lull of 10 months. After a period of 10 months, we're witnessing a double-digit upsurge coming in as far as domestic aviation passenger data is concerned. Moving on to stock number 2, Tata Motors, one of the best performers in trade today. A solid 3% move seen at this juncture. Sumit, how are the technicals looking like?
Good morning. Technicals are looking good for Tata Motors. Stock has given a good move in last couple of days. In fact, in last 2 days, we have seen a decent move. And today, from higher levels, we are seeing some profit booking, but the overall structure is looking good to me. 180 is the immediate resistance for the counter. Once the levels of 180 are taken away, we can see a move till 190 or 200 levels in next couple of days. I think those who have taken long positions at lower levels, they can hold on the existing long positions. One can go ahead and initiate fresh long positions at the current market price, or on dips in prices till 175 should be used as buying opportunity, with a small stop loss to be placed at 172 levels on lower side for the upside target of 190 and 200 levels.
All right, that's Tata Motors for you, marching ahead in trade as we speak. Meanwhile, Dr. Reddy's, there was some news flow as well for the company. The stock, however, is tanking in trade right now. Soumya, what's the update there?
Has been in news for the fact that the company's competitor Amneal has received a nod for a key drug for the general version of Nuvaring, which is basically a female contraception medication. Well, this drug is important because it has a market size of almost 800 million US dollars, and this acts as a bummer for Dr. Reddy, which has also filed for this generic version, and that's precisely the reason we're seeing the sharp stock reaction. It's the top Nifty loser today and is cracking in trade.
Right, that's DRL for you, down about a good 95 rupees as we speak. Pranay, let's talk about Syngene, a stock from the broader markets that's looking fairly upbeat. What's the news?
Well, Karunya, UBS has initiated coverage on the stock with a buy rating. They have a target price of about 415, which is a nice 35% upside from the current levels. They like it because of its contract research and manufacturing business in CRAMS. The pipeline for the next couple of years looks pretty strong, and they see a nice high teens or 20% kind of earnings growth. That's the kind of run rate they expect for the next couple of years. Valuations are also comfortable, therefore it's a buyer for them.
While UBS gives it a thumbs up initiating their coverage, the stock is up 1.6%. Let's talk about another auto name from the benchmark Nifty 50 index. It's Maruti. The stock is looking quite buoyant in trade. In fact, the company has given out some commentary as well, which we're picking up from media reports. The management says that the company wants to raise output target on hopes of a nascent recovery. Do remember earlier this month as well, we saw their production growth actually augment after being on a downslide for 9 straight months. Finally, some arrest in decline or some green shoots of sorts are visible there. Maruti has also reaffirmed that they've increased the production target for FY20 by 6% to 1.65 million vehicles for the year. So that's something that's keeping Maruti abuzz and very much in focus in trade. Let's quickly pull up the Rise with India small case index as well to see how that's faring and whether or not that's trading in tandem with the overall market mood in today's session. Pulling up the Rise with India small case index, it's up not too much, just about 0.1%, 575.5 is where it's perched at. Let's slip into a short break here. Welcome back. You're still watching Market Fatafat. Let's get on board with the rest of the stocks as well that one needs to watch out for. Stock number 7, Ashok Leyland, is one of the key gainers in the auto pack today. Soumya, finally they have a CEO on board.
Well, yes, and Vipin Sodhi has been appointed as the MD and CEO for the next period of next 3 years. Well, the entire auto space has been focused lately for the weak demand and the slump that has been seen. There were production cuts by manufacturers now, but we're seeing some amount of green shots with a lot of companies now upping their production, starting with Maruti. Let's see how the other packs follow. But having said that, in fact, we had Vipin Sodhi interacting with ET, wherein he said that he believes the demand would, CV industry would rebound in second half of 2020. Let's see how his leadership pans out.
Okay, Soumya. Well, Ashok Leyland is looking very, very upbeat. It's trading at almost 81 bucks at this juncture. Sumit, let's talk about another heavyweight, and this time it's not from the auto pack. It's an SBI. It's up 2%. Is the up move likely to continue?
Yes, absolutely. Up move is likely to continue. The stock is looking good after a correction of around 7 to 10 days. Stock has started its up move, and in last 2 days we have seen that the stock has respected 200 DMA levels, and from there we have seen a smart pullback or bounce back in the counter. Now it's currently trading near the middle band of the Bollinger Band, and from here on there is a possibility that we might see a move till 340 or 345 levels in next couple of days. Those who have taken long positions, they can hold on the existing long positions. Any dip till 325 levels should be used as buying opportunity, as stop loss can be placed at around 315 levels on lower side for the upside target of 340 and 345 levels.
Okay, that's SBI, and Sumit has given it a thumbs up, being fairly bullish on this counter. Another stock from the financial space that's soaring in trade is Magma FinCorp. Pranay, what's the update there?
Karunya, they've managed to raise about 350 crores from a Dutch development bank, FMO, and this will hold them in good stand for their near-term growth. The institution has not been, rich on their finances and reserves, and this definitely will serve as a booster shot for their lending program a year ahead.
All right. Meantime, the stock of Yes Bank continues with its winning ways, and what the update this morning is that they're seeking SEBI's redemption for its 2,000 crore rupees QIP in the month of January. Of course, it's a report-based story that the markets are tracking and the stock is also reacting to. But as per SEBI guidelines, there should be a gap of at least 6 months before a company can raise a second QIP. The bank earlier raised the money in August via QIP to the tune of 1,930 crore rupees, and they want an exemption this time around, given how the fundraising activity has been on in full swing with no clarity yet. Perhaps given that the bank is nearing the 31st December deadline that they'd set for themselves, they are now asking SEBI for an exemption to go via the QIP route to raise money. Moving on, Sumit, another stock from the auto pack, and it's Motherson Sumi. Looks very upbeat today. How is the chart likely to shape up over the medium term?
Charts are looking good. Stock has given a breakout. Stock has broken the recent highs. Looking at the chart, it seems that this move will get extended, and on higher side we can see levels of around 145, 150 as the immediate target. In fact, in longer term time horizon, we are expecting Motherson Sumi to outperform, and there is a possibility that we might see a move till 165, 170 levels. That would be the longer term targets. Immediately, for a short term trading perspective, one can initiate long positions at the current market price, or on dips in prices till 138, 137 should be used as buying opportunity, with a stop loss to be placed at 132 levels on lower side for the upside target of 150, 155 levels.
Okay, that's Motherson Sumi for you, trading at 140 rupees a piece right now. Soumya, give us an update on what's keeping Airtel in focus and why the stock is under pressure.
Well, this is according to the Economic Times report, when they've reported that AGR burden is likely to get heavier for Airtel, which definitely comes as a bummer given the entire entire current competitive landscape. This is going to definitely add to the burdens of Airtel. Well, the Department of Telecom is set to hold the company liable for some dues of Videocon and Aircel, for which Bharti Airtel had bought some of the spectrum from these two bankrupt carriers back in 2017. So definitely this is going to act as a negative for Bharti Airtel, which is already facing a lot of competition in that highly competitive environment.
All right, AGR burden is something that's likely to put some more pressure on the company. The stock is definitely witnessing some selling on back of that, down almost 2%. iShares, meantime, from the auto pack is looking quite buoyant. It's up a good $228. Pranay, what's keeping the stock in focus?
Well, Aisha Motor Management has said this is regarding to their CV business, that they are expecting incentive-based scrappage policy to come from the government in the coming weeks. There is a strong demand for it also from the industry, and as of now they are seeing some interest coming back from the big fleet operators. So they are expecting that December would be a better month than November. In fact, they believe that next 4 months by the end of the fiscal could actually turn out to be better than the last 8 months. So any kind of stimulus coming through for the industry would be significantly beneficial.
All right, that's Aisha Motors for you, up a good 1% as we speak. Reliance Industries, another stock from the benchmark index that's in focus, looking fairly okay. I mean, it has cooled down from the day's highest point, but continues to trade with muted gains right now. CLSA has come out with a view maintaining their buy call. The target that they've given is 2,010 rupees a share. Most attractively priced large cap stock according to CLSA. The EBITDA from consumer business is something that's likely to drive the companies and the stock's re-rating from here on, and that's why they've given it a big thumbs up. Moving on to another stock, Sumit, that's buzzing in trade. It's the Page Industries. Can you tell us how the charts are looking like?
Well, Page Industries is looking good on charts. Technically, we are expecting stock to move up from present levels. On the higher side, there is a possibility that we might see levels of around 23,000. That would be the immediate target. After a consolidation of 7 to 10 days, stock has given a good move today. It has respected 200 DMI levels, and from lower levels, we are seeing a smart recovery. So I think it's a good buy at the current market price. The technical stop loss to be placed at around 22,050 levels on lower side for the upside target of 23,000 and 23,500 levels in next couple of days.
Right, so that's Page Industries for you, looking quite upbeat in trade as we speak. But we're completely out of time on this edition of Markets Fatafat. So we're going to have to wrap it up. Pranay, Soumya, as well as Sumi, thank you so much for joining us.